Hello everybody, my name is Hernan Parra. I am the master blender of Dictador Rums.
Here now we are with our XOs. We have two different XOs. We have one called Perpetual, the other one is called Insolent. Why two? Because at the beginning of our partnership with my group, we were thinking, and I was thinking that we should do a perpetual one that will perpetuate all the family traditions of making rum. But they wanted something different, something that it's out of the standards of the regular rums that are outside there. So I said to them, okay, let's do both of them. And we call it Insolent because it's a little bit further than the normal way of making rum. I will explain in both of them. The first one is the Perpetual. As I said, this is perpetuating the family tradition of making rum, of making dry, very deeply elegant rums. And in a simple way. Why we want to call them XO? Because in these rums we are not having a vintage or an age specifically. What we do is that we bring best barrels from 26, 27 year olds up to 35, 40, and we do a blending. That's why we don't state the year of the rum. We just leave it XO, but this is limited, yearly limited edition. We don't have thousands of these. We just do a small blending that I do it myself from the best casks that we can find in our warehouse every year. We will start with the Perpetual. If you see again, it's a little bit darker than what we saw previously on the 20-year-old, but it's not that dark. Again, the using of additives, using of caramel, using of any influencer to the rum for us is unnecessary. This time I will be tasting both of them and I will start talking about a little bit of the characteristics. Fastly, this one is also 70-30 column and pot, coming from Virgin sugarcane, fermented with our family yeast. Aged in barrels, mainly in oak barrels from ex-bourbon used, and is finished in the sherry casks for a few years. This one here, it's same process. Then it's again going into the oak barrels from bourbon, but ended in port casks. But in this one, we do a different process at the end. We take out the rum of the barrel, we recharge it, and we do this as many times as necessary as we start caramelizing the inside of the barrel with the same rum. So it starts to get notes, different notes, sweeter notes, more vanilla, caramelly sweetness. Not going into the path of sugar sweetness, it's just going in a path of a nicer smoothness flavor. So we have two different rums for different, let's say, objective groups. This one for the drier group, this one for a slightly sweeter one. In the color you see that this one will be a little bit darker because of the recharging of the barrels with the rum inside, and this one is going to be a little lighter. Basically, up to the 90% of the process is going to be the same rum. This one has this additional process. Here we will have again the same thickness, almost impossible to move in a fast way. What we normally call the legs, which is the particularly interesting when there's no legs. There's like a whole big round area that starts to slightly go down of thickness. We will go with our aromas. Really dry seeds, citrusy, a lot of oak. This is much bigger in oak than the previous 20-year-old. Very elegant, almost non-alcohol felt in the nose. This is really dark chocolate, cherry, dry seeds. Cheers. fudge really fudge. Oh my God, the dry seed. These elements of wood and dark chocolate are my favorite taste. Actually, don't tell anybody, but this one is my favorite one among all of them. And the 20 also it's very near to it. And this one, same buttery thickness, a little bit thicker than this one because of the recharging process of the barrel. In the nose, you will get this hickory sweet wood. It's really hard to describe because it's not sweet. You can feel a little bit of this caramelly, vanilla aromas in the back, but it's mainly woody. It's like an evolution. And when I'm saying evolution, is the change from this one. Really amazingly, how to explain it is that it's not sweet. It's caramelly. It's like a dark chocolate tart. It's like a Christmas cake. That if you feel it, it's not so sweet, but has this sweetness that you want to repeat again. This is one of the things that I find interesting, because when something's too sweet, you can have one, maybe two, but the third one you say, okay, enough. In this case, it's inviting. Cheers again from this one. Oh. Buttery, licorice, very smooth, absolutely non-alcohol sense. This is very dangerous because when you don't feel the alcohol, you start to drink another one and another one and another one, and when you stand up from the table, you will be a little bit having a few problems. So enjoy these two guys. These are, for me, one of the favorite range. Choose your favorite. When you have the chance to try both of them, choose which one is your favorite and write me back. Thank you, guys. Here we will have one of our how to say it. This is the crown of the family. We have the Dictador Best Of. Best Of. It's what we are doing here is that we have so many old barrels, over 40 years. And so we decided not to do like a blend with it or to bottle a specific one. What we're doing is we're bottling each cask individually, and we are doing a batch of each. So we have a year, we have the type of product, we have the cask reference, we have the lot number, we will have the batch of the cask, then we will have the alcohol content on it, and the number of bottles that come out from the cask. In this case, only 200 bottles, and this one is number 4 of the 200. In this case, we have three different best of. We have Altissimo. That means that the last years of this product is going to be aged in ex-whiskey casks, Scotch whiskey cask. So Altissimo in Spanish means high or higher, and we are trying to make an explanation of the Highlands from Scotland. So this one will have a profile of the whiskey. Then we have the Apasionado, which is a sweeter one, similar to the XO Insolent, a little bit sweeter than the regular one. And the last one will be Extremo. The Extremo, it's a rum base and rum aged in a rum barrels. Sometimes could be cherry or port, but basically so long into rum that it will take like its own character. Now I will open this Altissimo. This is also, this kind of products for me are like magic. Actually, I don't know why I'm selling this, because I should keep this for my family heritage. But this is one of my favorites, the Altissimo. Again, color. I could be putting this as dark as Coca-Cola, because the caramel can do you the darker product ever. This is very simple, very not coloring added, very, the thickness, again, a lot of thickness. You can see the movement of the glass is not this big. And the aromas, This is one of the things I love most of my rums, is that when you go to the aroma, no alcohol present. And this is bringing me a little bit of the floral of the Scotch. Of course, with the character of the rum, but you can feel from the dark chocolate, from the nuts, from the dry seeds, but you can see these elements from the whiskey, this grassy, floral, peat, which make it unique, make it something that it's not going to be repeated, because this cask is already bottled. So this bottle cannot be repeated. It's not going to be in 2 years with the same information. It will be a different one. So it's really unique. This is something that actually I can consider like a collective. And it should be like this. It should be that people that really appreciate high-end alcohols, that can drink just a glass from each one of what he collects time to time. This is a perfect object. This is a perfect, valuable bottle that with the years can get more value. Could be auction, can be very unique. And I, from my standards and from what I've seen in the few years coming, people are starting to get very interested in collecting high-end alcohol. So here you have a nice partner to do it. Cheers. It is amazing how the whiskey comes through inside the rum, and you get this peat, this floral, this softness of the whiskey. I invite you to, if you have the chance to try it, please. And if you have the chance to buy it, please keep it and drink it slowly. Don't get drunk with this. Don't spill it. Thank you.